Yes, welcome back to our channel, Speed and Sound Motors Garage. Today we are having this Honda FORZA mf08, and I'm going to show you how to assemble the S-matic gear system. Now, this bike was previously changed from to a non-gear system. All these parts we are removed, but now I'm returning it to its original gear train, which is which should be assembled inside this housing instead of this blank housing with no bearings inside, which is blank, no sensor position, no space for the transmission sensor. Now I'm going to replace with this one, which was designed for S-matic. Yeah, please subscribe to the channel. So in order for this system to work, it has to have a ratio motor. It uses this ratio motor to change the ratio of the gear. Now, first this motor fits onto here. After fitting it here, it has a lock bolt here, one here and another one here. As you can see, one goes here, another one here. This goes on when we have put this system back to the bike. Now, after placing this in place, you're going to put our first bolt here. Then let us see if it is, yeah, it will fit properly. Many people have been calling me like they have problems with their S-matic system, but they don't have any clue on how to assemble it. So today I've decided to assemble one for you. I'll put this bolt back later. Now, you should place this gear, small gear inside, which is the second idle gear, which is driven by the ratio motor. It has a locking plate. Lock it inside. It has only 2 bolts for 8mm. Now, here comes our second gear, which connects the primary sheave position sensor, which is over here, and connects to the variator. So this is the S-matic variator. You see behind there are no roller weights as it is in other scooters. It uses this mechanical system to ride this to rotate this variator. I'm going to show you how it works in simple steps. Now, this gear goes inside like this. As you can see, it is hard ready to rotate it since we are reversing the torque to the motor. Now this is the proper assembly how it should be. Now, on top here we have a gear. We have a gear for the, remember it is driven this plastic gear. Putting this in place, it is like this. There's a worm gear behind this gear which rotates here. Let me show you too. You have this worm gear, this screw gear. It interlocks with this gear like this. It meshes with this gear like this. As this rotates, it changes the resistance to the sensor, then the computer do its work. Now putting this sensor in place, then it has this spacer. Remember, it has these indent markers there, as you can see. They are over here. These two markers here. Are you seeing here? These slashes should be aligning straight like this. So as I'm rotating, it is aligning. Let me show it to you. It is aligning here, as you can see, these two markers. So on top of that, there fits the gear, the primary sheave gear position sensor. In order to put it, it will go like this, then rotate it to align with the screws. Are you seeing it is spring loaded inside? It is a variable resistor inside, so I should align it like this. You see? Now I'm going to put back the screws. Now this is the system, as you can see it over here. After it is complete, when it has locked with this variator over here, as you can see there, that's how it works. Assembling our system, I'm going to put it over. We are going to put it inside here where it should be located. Then we are going to let us do the work, then I'll show you what is next. So the S-matic system works like if the motors drive this gear is drivable back and forth, and once it is driven, you can see it is, as I slide this, rotate it, it moves back and forward. Are you seeing the way the motors does? As I rotate the gear, it moves up and down. You get, that's how the system works after when I put it there inside. There's a plate which locks here. It's just a safety plate which locks this variator inside, but we don't have it for now, but it won't pose any problem. Now what we are going to do is want to lock here, plug on the sensor socket, then I also plug on for the motor. Sensor is on, the motor is on. Now we are going to put back the clutch. And now that you have seen, the only thing left now is to perform Honda initialization process, of which I'm not going to show it to you because I already made 2 videos about it. You are going to search about it in my channel. Now thank you for watching from where we started from. It's been quite a long video, but thank you, managed to watch till the end. More videos are coming. Stay tuned in, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you for watching. Always Speed and Samto's Garage. I sign out.